January 30th, 1932. I sure am a wreck today. We had a typhoid shot from Miss Taylor yesterday, and our arms are all sore. I go to nursery Monday. I think I'll like it with the babies, but I hope I'm not a raving maniac when I get out with their crying. Was called at 6 a.m. last Tuesday for a delivery. Read the scales wrong, and Dr. Peterson showed me how they worked. That baby would have been light and a couple of pounds short. March 20th, 1932. Asked me if I wanted to go to a home case with Dr. Blackman. I said yes, got some OB things, and I went over to Stanislaus Street, and it was a Mexican woman. Her 7th baby. Dr. Blackman just told me to deliver the baby, had to tie and cut the cord, and left. About 10 minutes later, one hard pain in the head started to come. I could feel the cord around the neck, and it seemed such a long time before the rest of the baby came. The baby didn't show any sign of life. I blew in its mouth, I held it up by its legs, warmed some towels, and I put them on it, gave it artificial respiration, but no use. It was dead. I wasn't nervous until it wouldn't breathe, and then I began to imagine all sorts of things. It wasn't over 3 pounds and awfully small. Doctor said it must have been early. Certainly made me feel better. In the spring of 1932, Alfreda met Charles Allen Burkett, Jr. at the skating rink in Stockton. He had many nicknames, such as Berkey and Junior, but wanted to be known as Al, and that's what Alfreda called him. Al was a very persistent suitor. Al remembered, "She wanted a cedar chest. I bought one for her that I knew that she'd like before we were married, but I told the store to make the nameplate, Alfreda Burkett. I was pretty sure of myself." He also recounted the proposal. I said, "Let's get married," and she wasn't too sure. I didn't quit. I insisted, and she said yes. In 1933, Alfreda received some of her training at tuberculosis ward at San Francisco City and County Hospital. May 7th, 1933. I'm up in the boys' TB, and they are such a noisy bunch. It sure blows cold up there on the roof. May 22nd. I'll be glad to leave TB. Those boys are the limit. May 26th. I like the city, but not the work, and it will seem good to be home again, although Alan says summer has come to Stockton at last. May 1933. Al went to San Francisco to visit Alfreda. Went out to Topsy's Roost, danced a couple of dances, had our pictures taken on the moon. Al Burkett worked for the Western Pacific Railroad, and they were married on December 14, 1933. All the nurses from the different hospitals in town went to Florence Nightingale services at Trinity Church. They lent our class capes for the affair. It was so pretty. The service was real nice. Time off, the subject discussed. May 17, 1933, San Francisco. This is probably the last night I'll have on night duty as a basic student. Just 2 more weeks and we'll be home. What's going to become of us all? June 23, 1933. The big day for me. Went and got my pin and diploma. Alan sent me a gorgeous mixed bouquet of flowers. Alfreda Burkett was a registered nurse for 50 years at Dameron Hospital in Stockton. She worked midnight until dawn. She was a good nurse. She was very well thought of, and the doctors respected her. If she said, "This is the way it should be," they listened because they knew that she knew what the heck she was talking about. Sister-in-law Vivian Burkett Nealon.